Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So what, sister? So what? So this morning, it is Thursday as we record this podcast. The last probably 5 nights, I've not gotten a whole lot of sleep. I'm either catching up on work stuff or just not sleeping well, up a lot. And then this morning, my youngest, Kai, decided he wanted to be up at 3:18 a.m. That he was scared being in the dark, so we brought him into bed. Pissed off my husband Ed because Kai didn't really sleep. Like, he kind of, moved around. He's kicking me. He's up. Now he's got to poop. He's got to get it was just a shit show. So, I think at 4, I turned to my husband Ed and just go, babe, can you please take care of Kai? I just need another 30 minutes. I'm getting up at 4:30. I'm meeting my trainer, my boxing coach, Rob, at 6 a.m. And I'm just like, babe, can you just... So he gets up and he's not happy about it. Clearly, we're both pretty fucking exhausted this week. And then I get up and get myself ready, and Kai's watching a show, Blue's Clues, or I don't know what the fuck he's watching on TV, and the little dude's going to be exhausted today. That's a whole other story. And then I show up for training, and I'm a couple minutes late, and I apologize to Rob and say, I'm sorry. I don't give him any kind of fucking stories. And then we do warm up on the Airdyne bike and some shadow boxing. I hit the speed bag, which if you know speed bag, it's that kind of it's that bag that hangs down from the ceiling, like a small little round one where you've probably seen in movies and stuff where they hit it and it's like, don't, like it's moving, right? Like as you're hitting it with the back of your hand. And it takes a lot of coordination and patience. And I've been working on the speed bag for several months, and I'm just kind of starting to everything's really coming together with that now, and I can get going fast. But this morning as I'm standing in the speed bag and I just feel like I've got 2 left hands. Actually, that's not a good analogy because my left hand's actually pretty good now, but it's not coming together well. And I literally even just because you're really close to the bag, and so my vision sometimes because I wear contacts, it's already a little blurry up close, so I have to go by feel more than sight. And so, but today, because I'm just fucking had very little sleep, and the rest of the week, I really I just feel like big ass spaz. And spaz, haven't heard that term in a while. I'm going to bring that shit back. Spaz. And remember that from, what movie was that? This is how this podcast is going to go today, because I am shit tired, and it's going to be a shit show episode. Revenge of the Nerds, that's it. Spaz. Is that it? Spaz, or was it? No, it was Meatballs. Meatballs with Bill Murray. Camp Counselor movie. Google it if you're too young to know who the fuck either Bill Murray is or Meatballs is. But back to the story. So in my head, and I think Rob even said something, because I think I did say something. He's like, well, how's your body feeling today? I'm like, well, since you asked, I'm actually pretty sore, getting back into training pretty hard. And I go, just not a lot of sleep. Kai was up. And so he said something about with the speed bag. And I just said, you know what, dude? Almost kind of a little bit of it's okay kind of thing. And I literally too had the thought at about 4 a.m. of oh fuck, I'm gonna text Rob and say I can't show up. It's not gonna happen today. And the pain of me not showing up and the guilt that I would feel, that always overrides for me the pain of actually following through, right? Or being tired. And I know I'm obviously going to feel better after a workout, after a training session with Rob, and after hitting heavy bag and getting some shit out, some aggression out. And so as I'm standing in the speed bag, nothing's really coming together all that well. And I say that to Rob, and I go, so what? So what I'm tired? So what? Everybody can have a million motherfucking excuses of why you can't show up, execute, perform the way you can. Now, am I was it to have a stellar training session today? No, but that's not the point. The point is, so what? Show the fuck up. So what? Nobody cares about your excuses and your reasons as to why you can't do shit. Don't be that sister that's the majority of not just women, but men, everybody out there that thinks that they can have all sorts of excuses which somehow make up for the reason as to why you are not doing what you said you were going to do. So what? So what? So what? Like, you think that as a parent, now if you're a parent, this will be relevant, or if you know people that have parents, or you can maybe just even like imagine what it's like 24/7 as a parent. I always love talking to people that go, oh yeah, like I'll watch my nephew sometimes. I'm like, dude, you're not a fucking parent. You get the fun time. You get the weekend. Like, be in my shoes for a month or a year, and then we'll have a discussion. But, I don't have I guess I could, but it's not really an option for me to be like, let's say when my boys were infants, right? And I had to get up several times a night to feed them and change them. It's like, well, I'm tired. Well, so what? I need to take care of my baby, right? So what? And I actually talked about this in the last podcast episode, had an incident with my oldest son, Tyson. They asked him to leave a summer camp we had him sign up for the week because he had a couple kids. And it's like, shit like that happens. I'm not going to do the gender stereotype, but it is true. Like, he is a boy. He's got a lot of aggression. He's learning how to manage his emotions. He's 6 fucking years old. Like, shit happens, right? Like, this is how we learn as children, that we can have conversations and not just go, don't hit, but really help them understand, how did that other person feel? What do you think they felt when you hit them? And what did you do after? What are different choices? Like, this is how you can really help to rewire kids' brains and help them to understand things. But, they decided that it's too much to handle and, like, we're going to ask you to leave. And it's like, what the fuck, right? And so now, not only am I dealing with my little guy who's kind of feeling a little hurt and rejected with that, and like he really wanted to do it too, is like building things and like it's so up his alley. And, then so he's now home for these next 3 days and we're going to hang out, and I got a little bit of work stuff to do here and there that I'm going to have to reschedule a lot of stuff. And you know what? So what? I mean, literally, there'd be times over the last almost 2 days since this happened with his camp that I'm like, fuck, I have all these like work commitments and things I said I was going to do. And it's like, you know what, Karen, shut the fuck up. So what? Be there for your son first. Like, it was not something where I had the discussion long and I sat in my pity party of how I can't get work commitments done and how I can't produce or how I can't finish something I said I was going to do, because what overrides that is my kids. Like, so what, right? So what? I watched, where I live in Victoria, there's a lot of deer. It's actually really cool. Like, deer wander around the city. Like, this is an urban city, but yet we've got a lot of trees, a lot of nature that's throughout the city. And so where we currently live, there's actually a lot of deer. And so as I'm driving a box this morning, I see a mama and like 2 like little teeny babies, like so young. I don't know what deer look like when they're babies, but I would probably say these little baby deer are like, I don't know, a couple months old, like so cute. And I see the mama, and I'm driving slowly because you kind of have to watch certain areas when you're driving because like you gotta watch for deer, right? And I see her, and I see the little ones kind of scurry like off the road, and I can see her kind of watching me as I'm driving by, and I'm like, yeah, mama, I know what you're doing. Protecting your babies. I know I did the same thing this week, like with fierceness, right? Like, she's looking at me. Like, deer don't necessarily attack, but like they can if they're threatened. So I'm just like looking at her, and she's looking at me as I'm slowly driving by. It's like a drive-by, right? I'm like slowly driving by looking at her, and I'm just like, I got you, mama. Like, I get it. You're protecting your babies. Like, no matter what. So what? So what if it's an uncomfortable situation with somebody? So what if people are going to fucking judge me because I put up a Facebook post about it? So fucking what? So what I don't fucking feel like doing something today? So what? So what? I could just keep going on and on. How many times, it could be like a drinking game. How many times does Karen say, so what, in this episode? Every single time you got to take a drink. I didn't tell you that. Don't do that. But literally, like, so what? It is easy to do stuff when it's easy. It is easy to wake up in the morning and go, woo, got a good night's sleep. This is awesome. It's easy to be like, I'm going to send that text to my husband telling him what I love, honor, appreciate about him, because, man, I'm feeling loving. Today, as my husband's like pissed at me, and he's like, why didn't you just put him back in his bed? And I'm just like, I can't even speak because I'm so exhausted. When I brought him into our bed, I was just like, dude, he told me he was scared. Like, fuck off. I was mad at him this morning. I haven't sent that text message yet. I will. I will search for something. He's a good fucking man. Like, so what? So what? I'm tired that I don't feel like being patient with my kids. They deserve the best mom possible. So what? So what if you're tired? So what if you don't feel like it? So what if you feel like giving up? Fucking do the work. Like, do what you said you were going to do. I can tell you right now, just like my example of the guilt of not showing up at the gym and not doing what I said I was going to do is far greater. I'm going to take a big jump right now and assume and believe that you're not that different from me, sister. You know what I'm talking about. You're just like, oh, I didn't do it. Then you beat yourself up for the rest of the day. And then you talk about it. Maybe you post about it on Facebook. And it just becomes this big thing. Whereas if you just said to yourself, you know what? I don't feel like it. So what? Fucking do it. There would be none of that. Think of all the time that you would save. Think of all the energy that you could use for something else that you wasted on your stories. So here's your more tip for today. Where are you making excuses in your life right now? With your marriage, with your body and your health, with your kids, with your business and work? And really ask yourself this question, so what? Like, are you clear on what you want? Are you committed to doing whatever it takes? Do you know your reason for doing it? Like, so what? And if you have kind of really slapped yourself in the face and said like, hey, like, to yourself in the mirror, hey, insert your name here, sister, however you want to refer to yourself as, like, really, like, so what? What do you need to do to follow through and do the things that you said you were going to do? And take that action step in the next 24 hours. And listen, this conversation, this intensity, we go deep on this inside the Sisterhood. This is an incredible coaching program that I created just for you, for my podcast listeners that are really searching for a community of women that are like them. They want power in all areas of their life. They want to have association of others that are like them because they don't have a lot of friends that think this way in family. They want to have access to me as a powerful coach. They want the accountability, that's a huge one. And they want access to these different action plans, maps, systems, tools to really get what they want within their life. And so this is for you, sister. If you're not in right now, you are fucking missing out. So here's what you can do right now. I want you to head over to drkarenosborn.com/sisterhood. If you've got the show, if you're listening on your phone or if you're listening through the show notes, you'll see the link. You can just click on it. It'll bring you right through to the Sisterhood, drkarenosborn.com/sisterhood. Or if you're on your phone, you want to hit that little I button on your iPhone, that'll bring you to the show notes and you can click right on there and you can actually sign up for your 7-day free trial today. No excuses. So what? I don't know if I can do it. So what? I don't know if I have the money. It's fucking $1.50 a day. You get to try it for free for 7 days. So what? You want changes in your life? This is where it starts. So I will talk to you in the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from me doing the fucking work. So what? Doing it anyways. Every fucking day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborn.com/newsletter.